Hello there. Today, I wanted to open up a possibility for you all, whoever's watching, to go on a journey with me. And I have called my journey I Womanhood from the start, especially once I stepped into motherhood, because it's like nothing else. It's full of love and joy and abundance of, oh my gosh, abundance of unconditional love that goes both ways, and then an abundance of tears, an abundance of, y'all know, when you're a mother, um, sleepless nights, but so much joy, as well as it's tough in all of that. But in being a mother, it shifted my life, especially um, from an early age. I told myself that I wanted to be a mother and I wanted to have many children, because that's what I wanted, that's what I desired. But also, I was adopted. I knew my parents were very young when they had me. They were 15 years old. So I knew that they were very young, still kids themselves. But I vowed from a very early age that even if I got pregnant young, I would be there for my children. And I did it. I had my first, who is now 10 years old, at 27, and married at 26. I am now 38. In January of 2024, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And not just breast cancer. Stage 4 is what they said. And I've had some wonderful people in my life. One of the first two people that I happened to open up to about it were men, and they had both had a form of cancer. One of them had breast cancer, and the other one had a different type. Both survivors, both wonderful stories, both very encouraging. One of them, who I am still receiving coaching under, is Devin Bandenson. And his perspective shifted my perspective in my life, because he called it a something nothing. And it was one of the most amazing stories to me, how our internal state creates our external. And from that point, I knew that I was going to look at this and understand this in a different way. I knew what I didn't want, but also know what I want. And I started to envision more of what I want for my future. And I don't want to pretend that this is easy, because it's not. I've already been crying today, just opening up to share. I tend to be a pretty private person. I love deep conversations. This is a deep conversation, one that I'm having with myself, but I'm sharing, and I'm very open to helping others. Now, I searched and I looked, okay, and I didn't see many videos out here that is sharing what I am willing to share here. So, this is called I Womanhood, because I'm not just going to talk about having breast cancer, okay? Because what I found that in this journey, in the beginning, when I first got the diagnosis, it was a little scary. And then I realized I didn't even understand what that word meant. And then I shifted my language. This is a something nothing. And then I took the power away from the word. I started by understanding more of what it is. Like, oh, okay, cancer is something that everyone has in their bodies, right? But a good immune system, typically, it's no problem, right? It's microscopic. Can't see it yet. Can't see it. So, for one, to encourage anyone out there, I would say understand what it means. Take the time to understand what it means without rushing into anything. Support systems have been so important to me. And because it can get lonely if you start to think that you're all alone. Um, and so, also, now there are many things I can go into talking about, and I've decided to do this holistically. Now, I also made that decision for many reasons, many reasons. Um, and now, in doing this holistically, that means I've had to make several life changes. Okay, um, from the way I eat to the way I think to the way I just go about my day and live. And the more time I realize I do need to myself, I need in meditation, I need by myself, I need walks on my own, I need to share my dreams, my visions, my passions with other people. And in doing that, I find that I can strengthen my home, my children whom I love, my husband, all the more by pouring into myself. Because by running ourselves ragged, we're really no good to anybody else. So this holistic journey has truly made me, I've always been a spiritual person, but it's made me really look at things in a different light, a much different light. So this is the start of a journey that I am hoping to share with you all and encourage anyone else um, who just, may need the encouragement or just want to hear from someone else, because especially looking to heal oneself holistically without the conventional means, which I still think conventional means are good. They're fine. This was my decision, so I'm going to tell you how my journey is going. Okay? Always do your own research. I love naturopathic doctors and holistic means. I believe that's what God has given us. And even conventional means all came